just got home around 7:30, I think, because I gotta put gas in the car. Whew. Yo, I think this is my first time being babysitting this long. Because remember, I woke up like, the fact that I barely get any sleep is crazy. I tried to get a good night's sleep last night. But of course, if you're in the summer like this, there's no way. and I woke up like 6:30 in the morning to get myself ready. As you already seen from that date. So I literally got there around 7:50-ish until around 6:30-ish. And I literally just got home like around 7 or 7:15, maybe the latest. So yeah, I don't know if I would be able to do the book haul TBR, which is literally in August. And on top of it, Tom's birthday is coming up, August 18th. Look at him, he's trying to get a good night's sleep. So, I probably might do that. And then, I might post it tomorrow, I don't know. But the thing is, like, I'll start the TBR jar today or tomorrow. But I will not read until I come back from Virginia. So, I'll show you a few books that I'm going to take during the trip in Virginia. I don't know if I'm going to read them all. I'm not going to make any promises for that. So, I'll show you the books that I'm going to bring in Virginia. And we'll go from there. I also forgot to mention, before I show you the books, the babysitting was great. I had so much fun with the boys. The boys had so much fun with me. We communicate, we talked. They're so excited to see me. And we ate pizza for lunch/dinner because that was a homemade pizza. And oh my god, we've been watching YouTube and mostly we'd be doing the karaoke party for the kids. So I almost lost my voice when I tell you. And then what else? I did a little bit of chores here and there. So as long as the boys are happy and having fun, then I'm happy. So mission accomplished as a babysitter. So let me get back to the books. Okay, so these are the books that I'm gonna read. The Dragon's Promise. I read The Six Cranesons, I believe that's the name. Highly recommend. I love the book, so I got it. This is from Barnes & Nobles. Then the second one I'm going to read is The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. This is actually the first one, and I actually got it from the thrift store. So instead of buying Barnes & Nobles, this is a great way to steal. And then the other one is The Italian Villa. I believe it's about a relationship. Happened in 1945, I believe. And then years later, they found each other again. So, and this is actually from the thrift store as well. And then, of course, I'm going to read The Hillbilly Elegy by J.D. Vance. Which on top of it, I believe he's a vice president with Donald Trump. I don't want to get too talk about that. But yeah. And on top of it, his birthday's coming up, which is August 2nd. So, very great way to read it. And that's from the thrift store as well. And then last but not least, The House on Mango Street. I read it in middle school, and I liked this so much. Now, I don't remember what really happened, but the fact that I'm going to reread it again, and I know that it's really good, it's going to be dope. I'm trying to remember if I got it from either the thrift store or the Free Little Library, but other than that, it really don't matter. As long as it's good use, then we're good. So I'm gonna read them soon, like today until hopefully August time. So yeah. So this is a little bit more difficult than I thought. I tried to shake the treat bag. He is not cooperating with me, and now here he is. Yo, I've been trying to record it last night. What are you doing? Oh my god, you crazy guy. So I've been trying to record it last night. I don't know, he was so tired. I don't know, he was too lazy. But now he's just. Now I'm recording. So, unfortunately, you won't be able to see the reaction of which treat he picked out. So I just did it on the side, and those are the books that he picked out for me. I'm not going to show you the other that he did not. So, you won't be able to see that. So, the first one that he picked out is called, and don't worry, I'm going to write the prompt in the typo. So the first one is Color Black on the Cover, which is called Home Sweet Murder by James Patterson. There's two stories, two murder cases that needs to be solved, and that's pretty much it. So this is definitely the first one, which I feel like Tom's personality is like sneaky, very detective. Like he's always on a mission, so that's his personality. So the second prompt is called A Classic Book, and he picked this one, Tuck Everlasting, Natalie Babbitt. I'm gonna read a summary like really quickly to see what's this. So this is about a young girl who lives with a family, but little do you know, their family keeping a lot of secrets. And she's about to investigate what the secret was. So it was very short. So that's good. The third book, the third book and the third prompt is a book with an author named Nicholas Sparks. And he picked out The Notebook, which I've seen the movie. Their love is a young couple, probably their teens. They fall in love in the summer for 2 months, and then all of a sudden they go in their separate ways. So while I was editing the video out, I thought I got the final prompt, but I was dead wrong. So you will get to see the video right now in a second. So the final prompt that Tom picked out is, and I don't remember the prompt exactly, so I'm gonna type it in on the screen, okay? So this final prompt is called The Girl Who Played with Fire by Seg Larson, and it's about a beautiful night that turned to a whole nightmare when her friends were kidnapped and murdered her two friends. And now they're on the jury, and there's no justice at all. No justice at all. And now this girl named Slander was the one who was witnessed by that night. I think that's what happened. And she was witnessed by that night, or maybe she heard of it. Who's going to a deep down investigation real quick so that they can have justice for her two friends on that night. So yes, so this is the one right here. And last but not least, it's not a prompt. This is more like a redemption that I need to be reading. It's called Summer Reading by Jen McKinley. It's about a girl named Samantha who loves cooking. She's a Portugal, but there's one thing that is stopping her is that she's very dyslexic, and it doesn't stop her from where she goes. She just thinks differently. That's how she processes it, how it works from her. And she just met this, and not met. She's going out in the summer to spend time with her little brother, her stepbrother actually, while her parents, her dad and her stepmom are in the way, have their little vacation of their own for 2 months. And then during those times, that's when she met this guy who she was on the cruise with him, I think. And, and he was a hot librarian. However, he wants to know where his dad was because he wasn't. Because this librarian named Bennett never met his father since he was a child, since he was an infant, pretty much. And they have this good chemistry there. So I'm like literally like halfway through the book. It's very good so far. Hopefully I'll get to finish this. So summary. And that's it. So back to the video. So now the other one is still Alice by Lisa Genova. Don't get me wrong, the book is very good that I read so far. It's just I feel like I'm more into the medical terminology lecture than the actual reading. The story. The story is pretty good. It's about I want to say a 50-year-old woman who had a wonderful career, was a professor in Harvard, wonderful husband, 3 grown children who have a daughter who's in a medical career, another daughter in an acting career, and her son who's a medical. And of course, everything went well until her Alzheimer's. She was not too worried about that until time after time it getting so much worse that she don't even remember the question that they asked her. That's how bad it was. And she's going throughout this whole journey of her Alzheimer's. I don't know if her family has it. I don't know what happened, because her mother and sister died in a car accident, and her father, they even like grew up with her all the time because he was a drunkie. So yeah, it took me a while to read this whole thing. However, it's so much medical than the storyline. So I'm gonna try to finish it. And then another book is called The Girl with the Self-Esteem Issue by Rosie Mercadio. And let me tell you, I'm halfway through the book. She is a girl boss, 100%. Even though she has some insecurities, self-esteem issue. Yo, she's a girl boss. She's a hustler. She's getting that money. She's a makeup artist. She works in the radio station. And she went through this weight journey throughout all of it, throughout her struggles. And she became a successful woman. And she's a mother of not 1, not 2, but 3. And the marriages were so horrible. How these boys treat her, as a wife should be. But now she's doing very good. I hope she's doing okay. So, she's an entrepreneur for me, to say the least. And last but not least, it's called Bonnie by Christina Schwarz. She is a bad baddie. Okay, and the final book I'm going to redeem myself is called Bonnie by Christina Schwarz. It is so good. This is mostly about her lifestyle, how she was before, until she met this guy, Clyde. Despite that he's a criminal, despite what he did, okay, robbing banks just in order for him to survive, she still stays with him. They ride together, they die together, and And she's a very smart girl, let me tell you. She's a smart girl. He is not smart in the books, but he's definitely smart in the streets. That's all I could tell you about Clyde. But the love and the loyalty that they have is just so good. And I've seen the movie, I've seen a documentary about them. Yes, what they did is wrong, but what I see them is that they stay together. They do not run away from each other. Hello. I'm recording right now. Wow, baby brother, you walk in the entrance.
Yes.
So yeah, so this is most of the story. So yes. So yeah, these are the books that I'm gonna read. However, I'm gonna start reading this after I come back from the trip. So technically around either August 11th or August 12th. So I won't read this until that day. So we're good. So yeah, so this is pretty much it that I'm gonna read.
Wow.
And don't worry, I'm bringing the books that I already showed you before the video, before I even start the TBR, that I'm gonna take it with me while I'm gonna read in the airport to the Virginia, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And don't worry, this video is going to be in the vlog of the week, just a little bit, just a little part of it. If you want to see the full video, it would be this is so I really hope I told you. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it likes up, give it thumbs up, please. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday, and I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful week, a wonderful morning, wonderful afternoon, wonderful night. So, until next time, bye.